welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're going to take you somewhere you, as a guest, probably never see, a hidden space in hospitality.
Right. But it's a space that, well, really shapes your whole
We're
experience.
talking about the staff locker room.
Yeah, and it sounds maybe mundane, but it's really more than just a place to change. It's fundamental. It's this transition zone.
Transition zone. Okay, how so?
Well, it's where a team member, steps out of their personal life, leaves all that daily stuff behind.
Right. The commute, the family issues, whatever.
Exactly. And they step into their professional role. They're getting ready to deliver that seamless service we all hope for.
But even though it's so key, it's often, well, it's kind of ignored, isn't it? In terms of design or even just basic dignity.
Oh, completely. You picture them, right? Often cramped, maybe bad lighting, just soulless.
Like an afterthought.
Yeah.
Just storage, basically, not a space designed for people.
Precisely. And that's what we want to dig into today. Our mission really is to uncover why this backstage area is just so fundamental. For service, for staff dignity, and yeah, ultimately for the guest's experience.
Okay. And where are we drawing these insights from?
Our main source is the prominent hospitality expert, Chef Arun Chanda. He has a podcast called One for the Road.
Yeah.
We're looking closely at one episode, The Mirror Before the Stage, plus some related materials he's put out. He has some really strong views on this.
Okay, great. So let's get into it. Chef Chanda talks about this locker room as the very first moment of the workday for staff.
Yeah, think about it. It's where they arrive, maybe take a deep breath.
Sort of switch gears.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Switch off the personal chaos, and get ready to deliver what he calls emotional excellence, that state of being present and empathetic for the guests.
It's that mental click like, okay, I'm ready now.
And central to this, surprisingly perhaps, is just a mirror.
The mirror. Okay. See, simple.
It does, but think about how much attention designers give to guest bathrooms, right? Fancy mirrors, lighting.
Well, absolutely. Huge budgets for that.
But the staff mirror, often an afterthought, if it's even a decent one.
So why is that mirror such a big deal for the staff member? He says it's not about vanity.
No, not at all. He calls it visibility. It's the moment they look in the mirror, fully dressed in uniform, and they actually see themselves as the host, the server.
The concierge, yeah. The embodiment of the brand, really.
Right. And you could almost see it happen. They might stand a bit taller. Maybe their expression softens. They consciously breathe into that role.
It's more than just seeing their reflection then. It's like a psychological reset.
The total reset, setting the intention for the shift ahead, it's powerful.
And this connects to something else you mentioned, the uniform effect.
Yeah, exactly. The idea that a uniform does more than just cover you up, it actually transforms your identity in that moment.
That makes sense. I think he even mentioned some, scientific evidence.
He did. That putting on a uniform genuinely affects body language, how you make decisions, your whole mindset. It's not just playing dress up.
It's stepping into a defined role.
Okay, it's defining, yeah.
So they're ready. They've had that mirror moment. They're in the uniform. How do they sustain that kind of readiness? And he talks about rituals.
Simple rituals, yeah, things we might easily overlook.
Like what? Give us an example.
Okay, imagine that well-lit, full-length mirror we talked about. Now, pair it with maybe a simple affirmation, something written right there on the wall.
What kind of thing?
Maybe something like, take a deep breath. You are the experience. Just a small prompt.
Okay, so that one glance, that pause.
That one mindful moment, as he puts it. It can totally reset your energy before you step out and face the first guest.
And he says, in hospitality, energy is everything, which feels very true.
It really is. That positive, calm energy is contagious.
So it's not just about getting dressed and checking your appearance. There's more to the locker room's function.
Oh, absolutely. Chef Chanda really broadens it out. He talks about rest, hygiene, personal pride. These are fundamental needs.
Let's talk about rest. Staff are on their feet for hours.
Insanely long hours, often. So having even a small designated resting area is huge. Somewhere with decent ventilation, maybe some benches, perhaps even some quiet background music.
It sounds basic, but probably rare.
It can be. But he frames it as more than just a nicety. It's like a mental health corner. It's a sign that management actually cares about the team's well-being.
And active care. I like that. And hygiene. That seems obvious, but maybe it's overlooked too.
Critically overlooked sometimes. Think about it. The damp clothes, sweaty shoes, maybe food smells lingering, a poorly kept locker room. It can just smell bad.
Yeah. And attract pests, probably.
Definitely. And it breeds resentment. If your personal space at work feels neglected and dirty, how does that make you feel about your job?
Not great.
Yep.
And I guess that could even spill over into the guest experience.
For sure. If a uniform smells faintly of mildew, or maybe cooking fumes from a poorly ventilated kitchen nearby, the guest might not know why they feel slightly off, but they feel it.
Right. So good air circulation, regular cleaning, keeping things dry, managing odors. These aren't optional extras.
Non-negotiable, it's just professional baseline stuff.
And this links to personal pride, too, right? He mentioned something. Shoes.
Yes, shoe storage. It sounds so trivial, doesn't it?
A little bit, yeah. What's the big deal?
Well, think about mixing your dirty outdoor shoes with your clean uniform or personal items in a small locker. It's not sanitary.
Okay, true.
Plus, piles of damp, sweaty work shoes, they can breed bacteria, attract insects, and honestly, he even talks about it creating, like, bad energy, a feeling of clutter and neglect.
So dedicated shoe storage, like breathable compartments or racks.
Exactly. He says, quite powerfully actually, uniform shoes should be stored with dignity.
Dignity for shoes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It sounds funny, but the point is, it allows staff to step into their clean work shoes, into their role, with clean feet and clear minds. It's a small thing that signals respect.
It all paints a much bigger picture of this space. So Chef Chanda wraps this all up with a pretty direct message, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, a real call to action. He's speaking directly to, hotel operators, designers, architects, investors, anyone involved in creating these spaces.
And the core message is?
Pretty simple, really. If you want elevated service, consistency, confidence, and pride in your brand, start where the staff starts.
Start in the locker room.
Start in the locker room. And he gives concrete steps. Put in a proper full-length mirror. Light it well. Keep the place clean.
Have that rest corner. Design those shoe zones.
Right. And even just, write something kind on the wall. Small things that show care and intention. They're not just suggestions. He sees them as essential.
Because it all feeds back into that core idea.
Exactly.
Right.
That service excellence doesn't magically begin when the guest arrives at the front desk or sits down for dinner.
Where does it begin?
It begins, he says, in the quiet backstage where someone stands before a mirror and says, "I'm ready to serve." That's the origin point.
Yeah. That really does reframe things.
Yeah.
It makes you realize that true hospitality, that really exceptional service, it doesn't just happen out front.
No, it starts in those unseen places, those overlooked staff areas, and the quiet rituals that go on there. It's foundational.
So thinking about this, it kind of leaves us with a question, doesn't it, for you listening?
Mm-hmm. If tweaking something as seemingly simple as a locker room can unlock a genuine excellence in a whole industry like hospitality.
What other invisible moments, or maybe forgotten spaces, exist in our own lives or in our organizations?
Yeah, where else might there be untapped potential just waiting? Potential for impact, for improvement, just by paying a bit more attention.
Maybe think about where your own service, whatever that looks like for you, or even just your presence, where does it really begin each day? What's your version of that mirror moment?
That's a great thought to end on, something to mull over.